This 17 News at Noon podcast is brought to you by Clinica Sierra Vista.
Welcome back to 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule. Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us for 17 News at Noon. I'm Nicole Gitsky. We begin with the homicide investigation underway after a man was found dead this morning. Now, according to the Kern County Sheriff's Office, deputies were called to a vineyard on Peterson Road in McFarland. Deputies say they found the man dead and say his death is considered suspicious. If you know anything, call KCSO at 861-3110. Police are also investigating a murder at a Bakersfield retirement community. Officers were called to the Pinewood Glen retirement community in southwest Bakersfield at about 9 yesterday morning for a welfare check. First responders say they found a woman with major injuries on the ground inside her room. According to BPD, her roommate, Sandra Bernards, made statements indicating her involvement in the assault. BPD confirmed the killing took place sometime Saturday night. Bernards was booked into the Kern County Jail for murder. The victim's identity has not yet been released. Now, we reached out to the retirement community regarding this incident. The Housing Authority of the County of Kern released this statement saying it, quote, "It is with great sadness that we learned of the passing of a resident at Pinewood Glen on Sunday. According to police, this was an instance of domestic violence. Pinewood Glen has a strict policy prohibiting weapons at the property." And we will have more on this coming up later tonight. Also, CHP is investigating a deadly crash on Highway 65 in James Road. According to CHP, it happened just after midnight Saturday when a Chevy pickup crashed into another car. No word yet on exactly how the crash happened. The name of the driver who died has not yet been released. A local golf course and the Lerdo detention facility had a shelter in place following a potential hazmat situation. Crews responded around 8:10 this morning to the North Kern Golf Course. The Kern County Fire Department says a potential pesticide product was drifting from a breeze toward the facilities. California Highway Patrol closed off all roadways leading to the golf course for several hours. KCFD says they were able to identify the source as sulfur dust and says it posed no significant harm. As of 10:15, the scene had been cleared. North Kern Golf Course is back open and says anyone wanting to brave the heat, come on down. Well, the Bakersfield Police Department is looking for a woman who they say kidnapped 3 of her kids Friday morning. BPD identified the mother as 39-year-old Crystal Russell. The department said Russell and 27-year-old Larry Rodriguez, who was the father of one of the children, were having a supervised visit with the 3 children at an East Bakersfield home on Tulare Street, just north of California Avenue, when they left with the kids. Russell is described as 5'9", 190 pounds with brown hair and brown eyes. The children are 1, 12, and 13 years old. Anyone with information is urged to contact BPD at 327-7111. And today we mourn the loss of Destiny Ayala, a promising young woman who died the day after she graduated from East High School. The cause of death? Fentanyl. Destiny had an infectious smile and a contagious style of play on the volleyball court. She planned to play this fall at West Hills Community College in Kalinga and study political science. Instead, she herself is the lesson, one her mother, Tan Ayala, is determined to share with the world.
It could be in anything now. It could happen to anybody. As I'm still learning, it's happening to everyone, adults, kids, younger than Destiny.
Tonight on 17 News at 5, Robert Price shares Destiny Ayala's story, from her vivacious personality to the plea from family and friends warning of the dangers of fentanyl. That's tonight on 17 News at 5. Yet another wildfire broke out on the I-5, forcing evacuations in Lebec. First responders say the so-called bear fire broke out in Lebec near the I-5 around 1 yesterday afternoon. The fire has burned 71 acres so far. Video shows firefighters battling the flames while traffic backing up along the I-5 southbound lanes. Kern County Fire says crews remained on scene overnight to mop up. Meantime, a series of wildfires in California known as the Beckworth Complex Fire has burned more than 83,000 acres. Yesterday, the fire destroyed some 20 homes in just one town. Officials say it is 8% contained as of last check. Mandatory evacuation orders have been issued for several areas. Fire officials say they're seeing extreme fire behavior very early this year, much earlier than they have seen in years past. Now, in the latest coronavirus news, we could know more this week about whether or not we'll need a third Pfizer shot to protect against the Delta variant. Pharmaceutical giant Pfizer will meet the top U.S. health officials about the benefits of a booster. The Washington Post reporting the meeting will happen in days, as Pfizer's research suggests a third dose can offer more protection against the highly contagious Delta variant. But the CDC and FDA say Americans who have been fully vaccinated do not need a booster shot at this time. Now, here at home, Kern County remains one of the worst counties across the state when it comes to vaccination efforts. According to new state data, nearly 307,000 residents are fully vaccinated. Nearly 50,000 other residents are partially vaccinated. Currently, 28.9% of those 65 and older have not received the coronavirus vaccine. Nearly 40% of those 50 to 64 years old are not vaccinated at all. Meantime, a new report shows it is possible to be infected with two COVID-19 variants at the same time. According to the researchers, the 90-year-old Belgian woman was admitted to the hospital in early March, where she tested positive for COVID-19. The authors say the woman, who was unvaccinated, developed rapidly worsening respiratory symptoms and died 5 days later. Now, the sequence that was confirmed was she was infected with both the alpha and beta variants. The study authors say they believe it is one of the first documented cases of its kind, and it is likely she contracted the infections from two different people because both variants were circulating in the country at the time. The study authors also say it is unknown if the co-infection of the two variants played a role in the patient's rapid deterioration.
Clínica Sierra Vista is now offering rapid COVID-19 testing and COVID-19 vaccinations. Call 833-278-4584 to make your appointment. But don't delay. Clínica Sierra Vista, putting patients first.
Taking a look around town now, local law enforcement and firefighters will participate in the Battle of the Badges blood drive today. The friendly competition is intended to encourage the public to donate blood as demand rises during the summer months. The agency that gets the most donations will win those bragging rights. Donors will choose which agency they're supporting and are asked to schedule an appointment ahead of time. Those who donate blood through July 31st will receive a $10 Amazon gift card through email and an automatic entry for a chance to win gas for a year, a $5,000 value. Now, today's blood drive is happening until 4 p.m. at the Bakersfield Museum of Art. The next drive is set for July 29th. And don't forget, our local shelters are in need of your help and hoping you'll take home a furry friend. The Bakersfield Animal Care Center says their facility is overflowing with animals and they have no kennel space available. So they want to give you a chance to bring home your new furry family member at no charge. They're waiving adoption fees now through July 17th. The center says city licensing fees still will apply. You can call 832-7387 to make an appointment. The shelter is located at 201 South Mount Vernon Avenue. Now, most Kern County cooling centers are open today to help our most vulnerable citizens beat the heat. The centers operate from 1 to 8 p.m. If you need transportation to a cooling center, you can call 211. For a full list of all cooling centers, head to our website, kget.com, and click on the hot link icon. And no matter how you stay cool this weekend, here are some safety tips from Kern Public Health. They ask you to stay hydrated, drink plenty of water, and don't drink too much alcohol. Try to avoid physical activity outdoors during the hottest part of the day. And never leave children or pets in a parked car. It only takes a few minutes for temperatures to reach brutal temperatures, especially in the triple digits. In your 17 Business Watch, good news for coffee lovers. Another Dutch Bros is coming to Bakersfield. The newest location in town is set to open this week in Northwest Bakersfield near the Firehouse at Rosedale and Lebec Avenue. Currently, there are two locations in town, one on the east side and one other on California Avenue. According to the company's website, the new site is set to open this Friday at 5 a.m. Well, fashion trends are shifting as consumers prepare for the post-pandemic world. The CEO of online reseller Poshmark says consumers are on a closet purge after roughly a year of lockdowns. In a recent interview with CNBC, Manish Chandra said that he's seeing a real change in what people are buying on his consignment website. Chandra says sales of clothing are on the rise. So are work dresses as many Americans head back to the office. Bikinis and jeans sales have also roughly doubled on Poshmark, with sales of sweatpants and other items associated with working out have slowed down. Now, in your entertainment news, the lineup is out for the Stagecoach Festival. The 2022 lineup includes Carrie Underwood, Luke Combs, and Thomas Rhett. The event is set to run April 29th, 30th, and May 1st. Tickets for the festival go on sale this Friday at 7 a.m. You can find that link on our website, kget.com. And Grammy-winning country music singer Hank Williams Jr. is coming to Mechanics Bank Arena this fall. Williams' top hits include Born to Boogie and Country Boy Can Survive. Williams will perform September 25th. Tickets go on sale this Thursday. The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.